Since I chose not to share my first story with the class, the purpose of this story is to help the class get to know me a little better. I would like to tell the story of the first book I can remember reading. Of course, I had books read to me when I was young, and my parents gave me children's books to read as I was growing up, but the first real novel I can ever remember reading wasn't until I was 10 years old. I was staying at my grandparents' house for the summer, and for the first few weeks it looked like most of my time would be spent watching TV. This troubled my grandma, so she decided that she was going to make me read a little bit every day. Now, at the time, I had no interest in reading, and in fact, I can clearly remember telling my grandma that making me read for 15 whole minutes every day was cruel and unusual punishment. However, I knew I had to do what she told me, so I tried to make the best of it. I had heard of a book that a lot of people were reading, so I thought I'd give it a try. The book was Harry Potter, and all I knew is that it was about a boy whose name was the title of the book. I can still remember sitting down and opening the book for the first time. I immediately found that the words on the page made pictures in my head, something I hadn't expected. The story came alive on the page, and soon I realized that reading wasn't boring at all. In fact, it was better than TV because I could make the pictures look however I wanted them to in my head. After a few days, I slowly went from reading for only my required 15 minutes to reading all day. My grandma couldn't pry the book from my hands. I tore through the first book, moved to the second, and then the third. The fourth hadn't come out yet, so I was forced to reread the first three over and over. Needless to say, the TV didn't get much use that summer. I was hooked on reading, and I have been ever since.